season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense in an empty set. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Keeps looking downfield. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Motion from the back. From the gun on 3rd down. Extending the play. He'll pull it down. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big 3rd down stop.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Baker. Quick strike complete. Oh, he's got some space. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
when the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go right back to it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's James. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Trying to keep the drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box and getting the big stop.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Iamaleava. He's got him in the flat. There he goes. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He's got him. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
He might want another play. Running back searching for a hole. At the 40, there he goes. Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. Man, oh man, contact was optional. It was like the back was engaging in a lot of social distancing or something.
Yeah, that was way too easy. Defenses is about funneling the ball to the unblocked defender. You could tell they didn't have a clue what was going on. They got to get the ball turned. You can't let them run north-south and try to get downhill like that, especially with that kind of speed.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. On target. Next going for the goal line. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
And they pay off the drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's let's get right to it. Wisconsin has the lead right now. Feels like Bucky's been doing his share of push-ups, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
And how about that one? Devin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking for a crease. It's Payne. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll try the run. Crosses the 45. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Here's the handoff. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got it in the middle, it's Baker. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. The Horned Frogs are flying down the field. Sends it back in motion. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Grabbed behind the line, it's Payne. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And he tacks on the extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
There was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to buy time. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Grab near the marker. It's James. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. To the air, it's Baker. Quickly to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Just keeps slinging it. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! A great catch and run for 6.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking to scramble. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Ball is loose. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Bruins come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Bruins come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Makes the grab. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Snap it to the back. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Baker. Unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
QBs like this are so hard to defend. They know what you're doing, and they're getting the ball out fast. They knew they had the corner route. Take advantage. Hit it right now.
Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Payne. Turning it on. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, TCU.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cotton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Under fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Intercepted. I guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands. It's Baker. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And in the final seconds of the first half. They'll send out the field goal unit. This kick would be hard enough, straight on. 57 yards. He's also on the left hash. The official says no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Bruins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Back to throw, it's Baker. Finds the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's James. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Nebraska is getting smoked, and even though this might seem surprising, I'm not sure folks around that program feel that way. Something's up there in Lincoln. They're trailing by 18 to Ole Miss. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
And the Bruins will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They're working that left side. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do you do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Reads it, fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Gets the back moving. Scanning the field. It's Iamaleava. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Got a little space. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, TCU. Once he got some room, it was over. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again. The offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He's going to run it. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the 1st down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to